Hi everyone, this is 50 Years of Chess, Robert Radford. I've got a league game for you, which was played in the Bristol District League in 2012. My opponent was David Vaughn of the Thornbury Chess Club. David is 2 years older than me. He was born in 1951, and he's got the regional master title in the English Chess Federation titles. So he's a good player. When I played him in 2012, he was rated 1953 and I was 1840. So as you can see, he was rated a bit higher than me, and a tough game for me, for sure. So I'm going to bring the game to you now, and we'll see how it goes. So I played d4. David played knight f6, knight f3, e6, bishop g5, d5, e6, knight b1, d7, c4, c6. So this is what is known as the Cambridge Springs opening, where black will come out to a5 with his queen. Knight c3, queen to a5, bishop takes knight, knight takes bishop. I played differently here. This is not the normal move, c5, but I chose to play it to stop the bishop coming in b4. The idea is you get a bishop, queen, knight, could all be coming down on my knight there on c3. I think the normal move, the move is bishop d3. So I played queen a4. So this was a new thing that I was playing. I want to try it out. I've been practicing with it and I didn't know where it would take me, but I thought it was worth a try. Rather than go back, David thought, well, yeah, swap off and put his knight in a poor square, which it did really, but it did eradicate his prepared attack. So bishop e7, bishop d3, knight g5. That's original, and we're in very we're in a place where neither of us have been before as regards to recognizing what's going on. So I played knight back to d2. He played f5, f6. This is just to stop him coming into e4. So he played castles, h4. He's gone back to f7 with the knight, and now I played f4. So this is all about jogging around with the pawns to stop pieces like the knight going to favourite squares. Though he is still trying to find somewhere like g4. That's why he's gone knight h3. So I've gone knight into f3, so that I've got some nice choices with my knight now, which is either to g5 or e5. So David's come into g4, attacking that e3 square. So I just advanced the king. There's no queens on the board, so I don't have to worry about anything like a queen harassing me. So it's pretty okay to go there with the king. He's now developed his bishop to d7, and I'm challenging that knight on g4 to either take my knight or go away. But he's not done either. So his plan is after knight takes knight, he can go bishop h5, and then he can retake the knight afterwards, because I can't move the knight, it's pinned. So then he'll have his bishop on g4 where his knight is now. So knight takes knight, bishop h5, king d2, bishop takes knight, bishop back to e2, bishop takes bishop, king takes bishop. So I've nullified his game generally. My whole plan was to just hold this guy to a draw, because I've played him before many times. We've drawn every single time up to this game, and he's fairly okay to take draws, and they are drawn positions. We don't do it otherwise. But I'm relaxed in the fact that I haven't lost to him, so there's no psychological edge against me in this game. It's not like I've lost to somebody several times and I'm a bit concerned about playing them. So I played b3, b5, knight back to b2, knight to b2. This is why I played b3, because I didn't want to go knight to c3. I wanted my knight to be on a square where I could get to e5. So he's played a5, playing quite aggressively. g3, a4, knight into d3, bishop f6. So as you can see, my knight is superior to his bishop, as the bishop has nowhere to go, nothing to knock at the moment. He can't take anything, he can't get over my side of the board even. So it's just a matter of rooks, and my knight is superbly placed. If I could get it on to b4, if I wanted to, that is, I would have an attack on his c6 pawn. But I played king f3 because I want to be able to centralize my king more should we ever get into that position where the kings are pushing pawns. So David's played rook b7, rook b1, king f7, rook h2 so that I can bring the rook across, and if he did go pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn, he can't invade my second rank. Now he's doubled his rooks, so this is where I just got to be a little bit careful. So I played rook d1, rook b8, because he knows if pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn, and rook a3, rook h2, rook h2 to b2. Rook d2, g6, rook e2, king g7. So I've gone back with knight to f2. This is so that I can, if I wish, play rook to d3 and protect that pawn as well, and bring my knight back to d1 perhaps. He's played rook on a7 to b7, knight to d3, and as we've just been pussyfooting around the pieces, we didn't want to go any further. I asked him, he'd already asked me for a draw a couple of times, and I turned him down because I wanted to just try and make something of it. And then he turned me down on the draw as well in one game. He was just returning the favour. But on this occasion, I now offered him a draw, and he was alright. He wanted it as well. So the game was drawn. That was a good draw for me against a higher rated opponent. I wasn't trying to go flat out or anything to beat him, and neither was he. But we both tried to see what would happen, and we were really hoping that one of us might make a serious mistake, which often is the case. So there you are. That's the game with David Vaughn from Thornbury, and I hope you found it enjoyable and able to learn from it, perhaps something. So thank you, and I'll be in touch with you again with some more games in the future. Thanks a lot.